Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Baha Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baha Shem, Rakah Kadash, giving double honor to the prophet others their millstone, peace and blessings for pushing the truth, sincerity, and above the bull. It's a brother Napash Kadash, coming at you from the Cleveland area. All right, here we'll do another lesson, another hit, another daily edification, right? So basically, what I'm getting into is the chastening of the Lord. That's a real big thing. I like to do, I like to do certain lessons over and over and over again until you get in your head, right? Because once you repetition, diligence, right? And what's something that we commonly deal with? Chastening from the Lord. You constantly get hit with that over and over again. One, because we go off. Two, keep us humble. Three, that's what it takes. That's what we got to go through. Scripture says, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. It didn't say it didn't say if you come to serve the Lord, it's gonna be happy and sunshines and skittles all. No, it didn't say that. It didn't say that at all. It said, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You're gonna be tempted with certain things, and guess what? Sometimes you're gonna fall into that temptation, right? And you're gonna get chastened. So that's why you wanna. That's why you wanna fight the temptation. Right? But this the word chasten. It means to inflict trouble or pain on for the purpose of correction. Right? That's the whole reason we get chastised, to get corrected. Right? It ain't just about it ain't like the Lord take pleasure in beating us, beating our backs down and watching us get whipped all crazy. No, he don't take pleasure in that. It's just what's gotta be done. You can ask any parent, especially ones that like really whoop their kids. They don't take pleasure in whooping their kids. Most of the time, they don't really want to do it. It's just one of those things you gotta do it. Like you got to. It's a job. It's part of the job, right? So this Proverbs chapter 3 verse 11, my son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. All right, so it say, be not weary. It say despise not. First, I'm say despise not. So don't be all, I can't take this shit, but it's too hard out here. No, you can't be like that. You got to be on go. You got to be like, let's get it over with. Let's deal with it. You feel me? Just like when you at work, ain't nobody at work crying every day like tears coming out. I'm tired of this shit. No, you at work, you like, let's knock this day out. Because we got tomorrow, we got the next day, the next day. Let's knock it out. You ain't just complaining. If you just complaining, you ain't no man. You feel me? We complain unto the Lord, but as a man, hey, sometimes, most of the time, you got to take it to the chin. That's why you can't, when the Lord mess us up, sometimes you can't really just be in your feelings about it. You complaining to the Lord to help us out and get out this place, but majority of the time, you got to lock in. That's why the word weary, it say exhausted, tired, miserable, sad, right? Because you're going to be tired, exhausted. He said, don't be weary of it though, because if you weary of it, you know what I mean. How you gonna get through tomorrow and the next day and the next day? It's gonna keep on going. It's gonna keep on affecting you. So you gonna have to keep going. You can't expect to be all like complaining, and then the next day you gotta go through the same thing tomorrow. So what's your point? It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep going on, right? So you're gonna have to lock in. It's Job chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected, therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. All right? So if the Lord correct you, at least you ain't just some wicked ass nigga just all fucked up in the mind, don't know right from wrong. He just going in and out of anywhere. He just do what he want to do, so called. You feel me? Just like dust in the air, really, just floating around. At least you know you got a purpose. At least you know you got something to do. At least you wake up and know, okay, I got a job to do, right? They say happy is the man, cause why? Would you want to walk around here all wild? Cause like, let's be honest, wicked ass niggas don't really be happy. They fake it. You could post $100,000, bro. 100,000. You know, they get to spreading it. You know, you can have 1,000 bitches, bro, 1,000 women in your pictures. But them people don't be happy. That's why they be drugged out, they be messed up, and they be wanting to die. Real talk. That's a lot of these celebrities. They be wanting to die. That's why you have like suicide. You got the ones that be just super drugged out. The ones that make music so sad. You know, I'm a brother. I like Juice WRLD. That's my type of music, right? And he had a good example of that shit because he talked about that shit. He came from the slums, and once he made it big, it was like, okay, I got the money, but I'm still sad. You know why? Because he ain't had his truth. He ain't had his living water. You feel me? He was still a dry bone. And he ultimately ended up killing himself. That's how you know money ain't everything. Money is a defense, but it's not everything. You feel me? This Psalms 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of thy law. Teach us out of the law. You feel me? It didn't say for real, law, statutes, and commandments. All in the same boat. So for real, you ain't learning out of the scriptures, because where's the law found? The law found in the Bible. Holy scriptures, the holy book, really, is separate from other books. So I mean, that's why the laws in our book they relevant. It's not just no, oh, this law just here for, you got mixed fabrics. A lot of brothers make that joke. It's funny and all, oh, you got mixed fabrics on, but that's serious at the same time because mixed fabrics really mess with a vibration. I remember watching a video, it really mess with you on a mental scale, it mess with you on a spiritual scale. A lot of that stuff fuck with you. And it's not a light thing. Like when we gonna get to the kingdom, we're gonna be like, damn, the church is doing all that to us. You're gonna be like, damn. You feel me? But a lot of people in this world, they don't understand it. Like, you'll have 50% cotton, 50% polyester, and you'll be like, oh, well, I mean, it's just some mixed fabrics, right? But it's the Lord had that put in position for a reason. It wasn't just, it wasn't just, oh, I'm the Lord, I don't like that. He give us certain, even if the Lord don't like it, oh, well, then we can't do it. You feel me? Almighty. But the Lord, he do things for a reason. He's not just going to turn a tree purple and be like, I just wanted it purple. No reason. No, because the scriptures even say that. Everything have a time and a season and a reason, right? Everything has a reason why it's done. The Lord playing chess. When you playing chess, you don't just move a piece and be like, let me see what that do. No, you moving it on some, okay, I'm gonna see what it do. But let me see how that advances into my strategy. That's how the Lord, I mean, he already got the game plan. He made it. You feel me? But that's how it go. It's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5 through 6. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children, my son. Despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Like I've been saying all this video, it's not gonna always be about, oh, I got off with this and I think both my headphones just died, but oh well. But it's not gonna always be about I got off with this, and the Lord gave me 10,000, a gold chain, and a new car. It's not gonna always be about that. Sometimes you gotta be like, yeah, man, the Lord fucked me up this week. I needed it. I was getting too proud. I was getting too proud for. You feel me? I was starting to enjoy Babylon. You feel me? You gotta say the same thing when the Lord fucked you up, and it's easier said than done. Like I said, it's way easier said than done, but it's got to be done. Anything too easy ain't worth it. That's why we go through hell and affliction, because how would you really enjoy the kingdom if we didn't go through this? Like a good part of having the kingdom is saying, it's funny because it's a Jake thing, because a lot of Jakes that do that, like I was bringing up celebrities, when they make it, they love to bring up how they come from the hood, how they struggle. They want to tell their story. The same thing with the kingdom of heaven. We don't want to tell our story and say, oh, yeah, bro, we survived this through the Lord. We did this through the Lord. So we definitely giving the thanks to the Lord. We don't want to tell our story and be like, yeah, we survived all that. We here to this day. And then you got, like, for example, you'll have a Edomite who was born into riches, right? And he'll still be sad and depressed because this is all he known all his life. So when he's sad, it's not like 10,000 or something nice gonna cheer him up. Cause he like, I can get that anytime, even when I'm not sad. You feel me? You don't have no reason to want those things. We have a reason to want the Lord to wipe our tears, to get the golden rose, the peace and things like that. We have a reason for that. But I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna probably do another part. I'm on my break. Probably do another part on my next break. But with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Pakadash. Give it up, honest to the apostle, others, great millstone. Peace and blessings, pushing this truth. Peace and blessings, and pushing this truth, sincerity, and the Bible will.